Who got the first call of the morning?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Some people make things happen. Some people watch things happen. And then there are those who wonder what the hell just happened. That's Carol Bryant.
Yeah, I like that one. Who was that by?
Carol Bryant.
Carol Bryant. And who is she? Do you know?
No, I don't, but I will find out.
Understood. So listen, why did that resonate with you this morning though?
Because, you know, some people, they got something to say when you doing something, but they're not doing nothing. But they always got something to say when you doing something. Then when you make it big, they be like, damn, how did I manage to, how did they do that? It's because, you know, because they sitting around wondering instead of out there making something happen.
Right on. Right on. I don't know who gave you a dose of reality yesterday, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm glad that they did. I mean, I just want you guys to think about this. Can you make it any more obvious when you're hating on someone than to give an opinion or give an opinion about something that doesn't pertain to you? Can you make it more obvious? Say it again.
It's a way to get you fired up.
Right, a way to get you fired up. I love it. You know, with that being said, who's next, Ron? Let's get to it. Great quote. Don't forget to drop that inside Telegram too, Mom.
Give me one. Okay. What is that? Okay. Okay. Closing is a make or break moment in sales. Choosing the right phrases to seal a sales deal is crucial. At this moment is likely the final verdict determining whether or not your efforts still amount to anything at all. You're not the only salesperson who feels apprehensive about the close. However, without that feeling of risk, successfully closing a sale wouldn't be thrilling, which drives salespeople to continually strive for more. Because sales professionals are expected to generate the best possible win rates for their effort, a large number of closing sales techniques have been developed over the years. Here are a few of the proven techniques and why they're so effective. That'll be tomorrow.
Give us some context.
Yeah, well, listen, let's be honest, right? True salespeople, right, don't worry about the money. They worry about the thrill of victory. I know that, you know, you work a full shift the whole week. At the end of the week, the money will be there. But a true salesman really gets excited about a close, getting the job done. I mean, that's how I was. I mean, I knew the money was going to be out. I'm trying to find the feeling, right? Charlene's on the phone, so I want to be nice. But I mean, you know, Quincy, what I'm talking about, right? It just gets your blood flowing, you know.
Yeah.
Make that bam, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. You brought it all back to me just now, just saying it, just listening to you, just taking myself back to those moments where, you know, you knew what time it was. It was about having 20 sales on that board. It was about doing astronomical numbers. And, you know, it was about how everybody looked at you when you walked back inside their sales office, you know, and you made it look just easy, right? You remember the night that you made so many sales, you cut a hole inside your shoe. You just made it look easy, knowing good and damn well it was not. Working 2 phones, you know, everybody else got tablets, you old school, you getting it done your way, right? You got to work the crowd. You know, you're talking to 2 people at a time, you know, those moments where you just light yourself on fire and you do the incredible, you do the impossible. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard if you've never been there, right? But that's exactly why I study successful people, right? That's exactly why I like to see them in their element. You know, it's the same way with being an entertainer. It's hitting that stage and that those people know those words, right? It's nothing like it. You know, you done lit yourself on fire. You done prepared for this moment. Same game, man. I mean, those are the highs of life, right? That takes away. That's my addiction, right? More than any drug, more than anything else, right? That's my addiction. Just getting back to that moment where I'm just on fire. And that right there, I think, is the lesson that I can definitely take away from this morning motivation quotes. All right, guys. Thank you. Drop that inside of Telegram. Let's get to the next segment of this call. Share my screen with you guys. All right, guys, we're going to spend the next 2 minutes and 10 seconds not asking for referrals is what we'll be training on.
Not asking for referrals is a mistake in follow-up. Who do you know? Who's most likely to buy a product like we have or use? Not asking for referrals is a mistake in follow-up. Who do you know? Who's most likely to buy a product like we have or use our service? My business depends on people like you doing business with people like me. Who do you know? Who do you know that might be interested in this product or service? Look, referrals, asking for referrals. Everybody's missing it. Is that a generalization? Absolutely. You're missing it. When I buy a whatever, toaster, okay, or I get my food delivered from one of these, my wife's getting food delivered right now. I know other people that would do that. When I buy an Enagic Kangen machine, it's a $4,000 machine that converts regular water into alkaline water. I actually know people that have $4,000 to spend on purified water. In fact, I probably know more people that want and can buy that machine than the person selling that machine. Asking for referrals, or in this case, not asking for referrals whenever and how often you would choose to and however soon you'd like to is a mistake. There is no rule except this: ask often, ask frequently, and keep asking for referrals. It's not going to offend anybody. You take care of people. Do you take care of your customers? Do you service your customer? Do you give more value than you charge money? If that's the answer, ask for referrals. And you don't ask like this: if you know anybody, send them my way, because that's not asking. This is asking. Who do you know that would benefit from my product or service? Who do you know that could use my service? Who do you know that could use our product? Well, Grant, I don't know anybody. All right, think about it. Who do you know? Because you got to know somebody. John, you know a lot of people. Who do you know that would benefit from our product, our service? I'm going to tell you the other thing about referrals. When a customer gives you a referral, they become a better customer because they're reinforcing that you took care of them. Ask for referrals. Ask often. Ask frequently, and keep asking. Who do you know that would or could or might benefit from my service?
All right, all right. Question number 1. What is one of the best opening lines to gain referrals? Is it A, who do you know? Is it B, if you knew someone that would buy this, would you tell me? C, can I ask you to put me in touch with, right? D, would you do me a favor?
A.
Hey,
All day. Question number 2, what should you not do when asking for referrals? A, ask often. B, avoid asking. C, ask frequently. D, ask persistently.
B.
B. Say that again, Quincy. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
I don't want Charlene yelling at me.
What should you not do when asking for referrals? Is it A, ask often? Is it B, avoid asking? Is it C, ask frequently? Or is it D, ask persistently?
Should you not do? B.
B, avoid asking. All right. When should you ask for referrals? Is it A, when the value of service delivered exceeds the cost of the product or service to the customer? B, immediately after the buyer pays for the product? C, when the buyer has made at least 2 or more purchases?
I don't believe I heard him talk about that, but
I put my eyeballs on that.
right, Charlene, did you hear that?
All right.
Quincy,
I'll
what do
say
you
it.
I'm
think?
gonna go with A. I'm gonna go with A.
Well, you have to go with A because B and C don't make no sense. All right, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Well, A, absolutely. Now, 404, by providing a referral, the customer is reassured of what? Is it A, your greed? Is it B, your friendship? Is it C, your level of service? Or is it D, your unprofessionalism?
C.
C.
C, your level of service. Drum roll, please.
God.
Do it. That's how we do it. All right, guys, great for the self-esteem, but what did we learn?
Quincy, how many people you think you really asked for a referral? Think about that.
Everyone. So everyone, and I do it in a number of ways, right? First and foremost, I love what you said about providing more value than actual money. I know that I go out my way to make sure that the customer is serviced well, whether it's me waiving the installation fee, whether it's me just making sure that I'm courteous of their time, whether it's me making sure that I allow them the time to make the decision. You know, that's invaluable in itself, right? Not to have a pushy salesman. But the next thing I do is I always ask the customer, say, hey, by the way, I'm going to make sure you got my name and my number, right? I want you to call me if you have any problems, any questions, any concern. And by the way, shameless plug, if you got any customers for me, right? So I'll make it a joke. I'll do it in jest. And then as I'm actually exiting, right, I'll make sure that they know, listen, once you get installed, I'm gonna call and check up on you. Everything goes well, I need 3 referrals from you, right? And then that's not necessarily a joke. That right there is me kind of saying to them, hey, you know what? Here's what I do. I want you guys to know that, you know, at any point, this is how you thank me, right? But I allow them the time to thank me as well, because I want to provide more value than their money is really, than what I really feel like it's worth at that point. So, you know, every customer without doubt, without fail, and every customer is saved in my phone. So, you know, twice this week, if not twice this week and twice last week, 2 people hit my phone. I had their number saved already. All I had to do was pick up the phone. Say, hey, one of them was Albert. Hey, what's up, Albert? We hadn't spoke since February. Right? And I know Lamisha, if she was on this call, she'll tell you as well how often she got to follow up, make sure that the number is saved. All of those are referrals. All of the referrals. We just got to make sure that we follow up every time. But why do you ask?
Say it again.
I was asking, why did you ask?
No. I was just asking them because it doesn't seem like guys get a lot of referrals. That's all.
Yeah, they get the referrals. They definitely get referrals. A lot of them, you know, if we allow them to, they would say all the time, hey, I'm working on this customer. I got to come back tomorrow. But they definitely get referrals. Wilson definitely get referrals.
Oh, yeah.
But again, we got to build it into the psychology, right? We can always make sure that we coach on that, put it in writing, some documentation around how to get the referrals. But referrals are important in our business. Absolutely. You know, Jones.
Cool.
Great. Mommy, what about you? You pick up anything?
Well, yeah, in order to get those referrals, you got to first ask. And that's what Ron was trying to find out, who actually acts. So he said you got the first ask, and then you got to ask often, you got to ask frequently, and then you got to keep. Just don't give up.
Put your phone on mute.
No, I'm not on mute. Can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, yeah. I said, because with those referrals, you said first you got to act. If you don't, when after you ask, you got to ask often, you got to ask frequently, and you got to keep on asking. So one of them times you're gonna get a referral throughout the process. If you follow that process, ask often, ask frequently, and keep asking. At some point, somebody gonna say, "Yeah, I know somebody." So that really makes a road to getting that referral.
Yes, it does. Just create the habit. And I love how I love how you just said it. I wouldn't be mad at you if you told that inside a Telegram. Make sure that these guys know that, right? Share with them what we learned today here on this call.